Henson made a great break off a scrum, and they got their dander up after that. They felt that they were in with a shout if we'd kept them scoreless for another period of time on top of that, and kicked I think we missed a couple of kicks at goal. If we'd accumulated more points, then suddenly they're out the game and they're a bit looser. But the problem was they were in the game, they got a bit tight, they kicked ball, made it contestable, got some turnovers and forced us into defending an awful lot. So, you roll with it, but there's no lack of effort, there's no lack of courage out there. You see the talent with the try we scored in the first half. So it's just a matter of putting 80 minutes together. But then again, when you see the amount, we'd 5 changes from last week, the continuity in the side breeds consistency, and at the moment you don't get that because with 5 changes, three or four enforced, and you move on. Now, next week with the Dragons, there could be a bit more consistency in selection. That depends on injuries and bangs and knocks, but then you'd hope the performance would increase. These guys are, they know what has gone before them in terms of what's expected, and in those situations you're expected to be disciplined, you're expected to make your tackles, you're expected to be on your feet and ready to go again, and that comes from the experienced players, the fellas who've been here for years. And we've a good attitude in our defence, and it goes right across the board in our squad, and guys know what's expected of them, and I think the boys acquitted themselves very well at the end. And discipline, good physicality and patience, and that got us through. When you sit down and pick a side and pick a squad, you don't look at their age, you look at their ability and what they bring to the side. And we'd like to think that's true in terms of who we have at the moment. And there's a lot of other guys under the fringes biting and fighting and baiting down Tony's door to get in and have a chat with him of where they stand and why aren't they getting picked. So what you see, what's in Ireland and what's underneath that, there's a lot there. We're still in 3 competitions, with the B&I Cup having a big importance to us, and hopefully we can pick up something along the way. Yeah, the scrum is something that we obviously last season we needed to address. We addressed it, brought in BJ, Paul Mack. We've given it more time on the training pitch, and we've made it a big emphasis for the squad. We talk about it a lot more. Guys talk about it in their spare time. We're creating a little culture there within it, but it really goes down to the front rowers demanding and being obsessed about the scrum. Paul Mack encouraging and making sure he gets his knowledge across, and it happens with a lot of practice. It's like a lot of things. You got to really work hard to see to see the value of it out on the pitch.
And this win, in terms of getting a home semi-final, I know obviously the first objective was finish top 4, but given the aspirates in Ulster, it resulted in how it finished in the end. But it's key that you picked up 4 points tonight.
It's like everything. I think you got to win your home games. I think we got caught here once this year, but we like to have a fortress and make sure our home performances are up there. And then you see what you can get away from home. We were delighted last week with 5 points in Treviso, and that's given us 9 out of 2 games, which is a good place to be with 2 games to go. So that'll be put to bed tonight, and tomorrow we'll wake up and the boys will be focusing on Dragons and making sure we go over there and try and get 4 points over there. And it's the nature of it. You're trying to accumulate through blocks of games and keep it a nice tight focus. And I think the boys have already put it to bed with listening to them inside and changing them, and the focus is on Dragons next week.